the co-founders don't blow up in a huge fight. They just kind of silently continue operating next to each other, continue executing the task, the project, but it just seems like the two building completely two different companies until it stops. By the time someone admits that there is a problem, it's a lot of times too late. I'm Maria B, and I work with founders, entrepreneurs, and their teams to align their expectations, their goal, and their processes in order to get to the part of expanding and scaling their companies without burnout, and of course, to lead to the results that they want together. In my early 20s, I was hired to be a CEO assistant. The thing is that I didn't know it was a CEO assistant for both of the CEOs who were co-founders of the company. What I didn't know when I started this job is that they were not talking to each other at the time, and they were actually at the process of buying each other out, which was not a pleasant situation to be in. But I learned so much by being in this situation and actually working with both of them side by side, like nothing happens. Funny part is when they started, their vision was the same. They had the same goals, they had the same drive, the same mission. But what they haven't noticed is that their vision of how to get there and their values were not aligned. And they drift away very fast to the point of not being able to communicate with each other. But well, the company is running, and by the way, it was one of the more successful one in its field. Somewhere in the middle, it got so bad that their teams kind of got split as well. And you can see it was literally like operating two companies, and I was stuck mediating in the middle and learning from both of them and trying to communicate in between and to align their goal and execution towards the mutual goals and results and revenue. That was not easy. And the most important thing that I learned is that the moment that the expectations are not aligned, your alignment doesn't come from goals or from revenue or from the numbers only. It comes from the processes and the values when you operate your company, on the clarity that it's been communicated all the time and actually being built as a partnership and not just working in next to each other in offices. Long story short, the company was purchased by one of the partners and then literally went down, ceased from existing because it was not operating anymore in the way it was supposed to be operating. And all this because you assume that they know what you're talking about. They don't. And because you think that the expectations are kind of obvious. No, they aren't. And because you want to create money and revenue based on what you can do and input into this partnership, it will bring you the results that you want, not necessarily. And the fact that you're not communicating, eventually you're gonna kind of push it through. It's just a difficult time. No, it isn't. It's not temporal. It's gonna stay there until you're gonna address that. So here is my challenge for you. Look at your partnership, look at your team, look at your company and see where those frictions are, or maybe something is unspoken, and set those guidelines, set those expectations straight so you will not have this breakdown and completely blowout of this partnership and your company and your dreams.